Hey everybody, I'm back from the hospital. I've been at the hospital for 3 days or so, and you saw me in the last video and I had a lot of pain in my shoulder, my right shoulder. In fact, they put a plate in there and 8 screws. I'll show you. Take a look at this. Now, since you saw that plate, you could imagine the aching, excruciating pain that I was in. I could barely survive. Not true. What I did is I distracted myself. I wasn't all there in the last video, but I was able to think, what am I doing here? What's going on? And that gave me the ability to think of the pain and what pain was. And I was going to describe to you the 3 different types of pain that people have when they do have pain. The first pain is actually the injury itself. I fell down chasing my dog, honest truth. And I flew in the air, and I tried to do a roll, and you know what? I'm so old, I didn't make my roll. I landed right on my shoulder, and I went blop. And when I got up, I go, oh my gosh. And my dog just looked at me like he was stupid, like I was stupid. And the neighbor says, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. Bring me my dog, can you? And I got up, and I said, oh my gosh. And so I was pulling the dog, got the dog home, sat in a chair, I felt faint, and the pain started to get worse. Then, at that point in time, my mind sort of went sort of foggy, sort of blank. And then my family came, hey, Joe, what's going on? And then my daughter said, you need to go to the hospital by ambulance. I said, no, I don't want to go by ambulance. I could drive. And sure enough, she was right. I went by the ambulance to the doctor. And basically, they took me in. And they actually did all their evaluations. And they said, yep, you're going to need an operation. So after that, I said, okay. I went in the operation. I got out. And it hurt. It hurt like a big dog. And so I'm thinking, man, pain. Well, what is pain? What are the different types of pain? I knew them, but I really didn't feel them until now because I used to talk about it because I learned about it, but now I have experience of pain. The first pain you have is the actual injury itself, the damage of the tissue or whatever pain or if it's coming from. That's the first pain. The second pain that you notice is anticipatory pain. In other words, all the muscles and all your body structures try to support that. And so now your other parts of your body start to ache. Even when you start to stand up or when you focus or whatever, the pain, you anticipate it. And so you focus on the pain even more. So that increases the original pain. And that pain, in combination, it is very, very difficult. Now, with the supporting muscles and everything else pain, then you have the third pain which is called pain that you know you're going to have pain, and therefore you focus so much on it, you intensify it. I'll give you an example. Our body has the ability to ignore things all the time. We do because we have to survive. If we felt everything all at once, we'll be like bombarded with sensations. For example, I could tell you something about yourself now that you're not even aware of. At least most of you. For example, right now that you're not aware of that I know you, and even though on video, I could tell you something you feel that you're not feeling. Maybe you feel where your hands are or your feet are, the tingling, the structure, the texture of where they're at, or on their lap, or on the side. Now you're aware. Now you're aware of other things that you also block out, which is the environment. The things behind me. Now you notice the things behind you, or before maybe you noticed it, but not so much in detail. So with the pain, you actually focus so much on the pain, that it becomes really, really bad. And so what you have to be able to do to decrease that pain is distract yourself. In the hospital, I distracted myself about what am I going to do for my future and planned ahead and try to get past the current situation to the future and trying to make that future as pleasant as possible. The other thing that you can do that helps with pain is relax. Well, that's the least thing you want to do. While with the secondary pain of your muscle straining, if you relax that, you don't want to because the pain is so strong, you feel if you relax it, it'll get worse. But if you do relax it, it'll get less. Distraction, relaxation is a key component. Now, here's the thing. With the pain, your mood starts to change. And the mood changes and you may not even be aware of it because you're feeling all these sensations. Okay. Hey Joe, where you been? Who said that? Bluebird? Bluebird, hi. Where you been, Joe? Where you been? I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Oh, get back. I've been in the hospital. Give me a break, okay? Why are you being so mean? You're not this way all the time. You know, just get lost. Please just get lost, okay? Because I'm in pain and I'm doing a video for my favorite people. And right now, you're not one of my favorite people. So go away. Just go. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Bluebird, come back here. Bluebird, come back here. I'm so sorry, Bluebird. I'm very sorry. When you have pain, your emotions change. And if you're in pain or depression or anxiety, some of your emotions come out that you didn't mean to say. So I'm very sorry, but I'm very irritable now and I don't feel too well. So I apologize. So could you please take a break and we'll spend some time later. Is that okay with you, Bluebird? Yeah, sure, Joe. Well, you take care. Bye. Whoa. That's what happens to us sometimes when we have pain or depression or anxiety or stress or tiredness or fatigue or getting hungry. All the things that are not stable comes down to different emotions. With me, I like to be left alone when I'm in pain. For me, I like to be my own little world. Other people need people around them. I don't know what kind of people you are, but be careful when you are in pain or you're not feeling yourself, your emotions are going to come out quite differently than the way you would like them to come out. Well, anyway, in this video, we talked about the 3 types of pain. We talked about how to reduce the pain by relaxing. We talked about how to distract yourself that reduces the pain. And then also, just think of positive things or things of the future and try to get yourself away from the present and thinking of the pain. Because if you don't, you'll focus on the pain and the pain will get worse. And things will always get better. They always do. But you have to give yourself a chance to believe it and then do it. Thank you guys. See you next time.